happened in the parking lot.
Okay, you're gonna bring that up again?
No, we don't have to.
So many events happened.
All right, I'll bring it up. All right, and let's see if you guys are on my side.
I just want to say something. Previous to this happening, we were having like a very like we were having a very positive like zippity doodah day. Like it was a full zippity doodah day. We were like really just like happy. We're going to the movies. It's 4th of July, right? And then we enter the Universal City.
Can you please see if you side with me and open your minds, all right, and be
Honest
fair?
answer?
Honest, okay. George, are you paying attention?
Yep.
All right. So I don't know if you've ever been to the Universal City Walk. Anyone listening? So the Universal City Walk is attached to Universal
theme park.
It's and it's literally 5 minutes from our house. We can say that, right? That's not gonna.
It's close by.
Yeah. Anyway, it's very close by to our house. It's in LA. Okay.
California.
It's in California. Okay. So, but it's a nightmare because it's like you go up and it's like entering Disneyland almost in a weird way. There's these gigantic awnings of Universal and all that kind of stuff, right? But it's late at night, and I guess they had some sort of like 4th of July thing that they were doing, fireworks. Yeah, mostly Mexicans because they love it.
They do.
Can I say that?
You can. I used to live in
They love
Mexican
fireworks.
neighborhood. They love it.
Yeah, hell yeah.
They love fireworks.
Filipinos do too.
So that's why I'm bringing this up because I think there's a little racism involved.
From you?
No,
Oh,
from them.
from.
So just hear me out.
Okay.
Okay, just hear me out.
Here's what the tie-in is. Okay.
All right. So so now I'm in the parking, almost taking a left into the parking structure, right? But there's a parking lot guy holding me. I'm the only car. All I have to do is take a left, get into the structure, right? But he's letting cars
Exit.
right? And he lets about, and I'm not exaggerating, right? 25 cars, right? This way. So I just roll out the window and I go, dude, I'm one guy. Can I just go in? He's like, they need to get out. Right? And he was Mexican. The people it's a fireworks festival. This is my thinking, right? It's a fireworks festival, right? They may be not probability. The probability.
Probability, not
Is,
problematic.
yeah, not problem. It's not a problematic. Not a problem at all, right? I love it.
Probability.
The probability. That's what I'm saying, right? Right. The probability of them being, Hispanic is probably high. He is Hispanic, and he's like, they need to get out. So he just lets more cars go through. All he has to do is stop one and just let me go through, and then there's no one else behind me. You could let all of them through, right? But he's gonna make me wait there, right? And so then when I yell out, I go, hey, I just one guy, right? And he yells at me. Jules and Kalila are fucking, embarrassed that I did that. Then he finally lets me through. They're like blushing and going, geez, dude, you're out of control. To me, like I'm fucking, I'm fucking the bad guy here.
I will say I'm on. I would like to hear your
standing up for yourself and making sure the people in your car get in as quickly as possible.
I understand that, George, but number one, we were not running late.
We were.
More attitude.
We were.
Number
We were.
two, literally.
This movie started at 10 o'clock.
Okay.
It was 9:50. Admit it.
Bobby,
Admit it right now.
How long are trailers?
I don't want to watch the movie. I'm only there to see the trailer.
Wow. I love it.
Right? I'm right. Who doesn't love to watch the trailers?
But can I say
The trailers are the best parts of the movies.
from where I was in the passenger seat, if it was like an obnoxious amount of time that we waited for all these cars to exit, I'd be like, dude, what the fuck, right? Like, because I feel like Bobby's right in that sense where it's like, we are just one car. Like, why are you making us wait 5 minutes here?
Yeah, that's annoying.
But I'm not exaggerating, you guys. 30 minutes, at 30 seconds,
30 minutes.
hadn't even passed. 30 seconds had not passed before he rolled his window down and started yelling and saying, let me in. And I was like, Bobby, that's unnecessary. Like, he's just doing his
Because
job.
I was counting cars.
Oh, you
And
weren't
that-
counting seconds. You were
I don't
counting-
count seconds. I count cars.
How many cars?
25 cars.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Follow-up question.
Go ahead.
Because he was Mexican, did you think he would recognize you?
Oh.
if you rolled down your window.
Interesting. Subconsciously, were you
I don't
trying
like.
to be
I don't like that line of questioning.
but be honest.
I don't. I'm going to be honest. I don't like. Yes. Absolutely. Right.
And then
he
when he
did- and
didn't, you
and
were thrown off.
He didn't.
And you know what he
and
did when he
for-
didn't get recognized, George? It wasn't like a cute little left turn. He made sure that his tires were squeaking. Like it was the most obnoxious left turn. He sped up. He put little fucking tracks on the ground.
That's ridiculous. I did not do. I did not do that.
Follow up. If he,
I
did,
did
if-
not do
if
that.
he
That's
did-
ridiculous.
If he did, you rolled your window down. He said, "Yo, Bobby Lee, I'm so sorry. Come through, man." Then how do you react then?
Everything's good, and everything's right with the world.
Interesting.
Right? Because what he did was wrong. Right? If you let 3 cars in, my rule is 3 cars.
Okay.
3 cars for 1 car. Right? Not 25 cars.
You have a 3-to-1
All right.
ratio.
So at that point, everything's kumbaya. All right. But what he did was outrageous. Okay. And what your reaction to it was outrageous.
What was my reaction?
Like you guys were like, geez, this fucking guy, dude. It's like you know what you called me? Entitled.
No, I said destructive entitlement.
You have destructive entitlement. She started getting psychological with me.
Well, that's what you're
telling me what's wrong with me, the slut king.
No, our therapist said that's
the
what
guy
you
that
had.
created Nosotros Papaya, the guy that created me walking down the street, the guy that fucking did all these things, man. Right? That's what you called me, destructive entitlement guy.
And it's that guy's fault. He should have taken a little bit of time out of his schedule for some great programming.
Who?
The guy who was parking the cars. He should have
attendant.
taken a few minutes out of his day to watch Tiger Belly, Bad
That's his
Friends,
fault as well.
TV.
But that's, you know what? That's his loss. Mm-hmm. That's his loss. Okay. But my point is this. Now, given the facts, right? My 2 hombres, hombres, all right? What is your opinion?
Inocente.
Yeah. Inocente, amigo. How about you, my
Here's
friend?
my honest assessment.
Yeah.
From the way you described it with 25 cars,
Yeah.
that's a lot of cars. 20. If you are not lying, if in fact it was 25.
Go in between
Yes.
25 cars and 30 seconds. Let's just split those in half.
Bobby not lying. Think about that statement.
Okay, so let's go.
Let's go.
Right, so
12 and a half cars and 1.
Okay, so let's
just
count.
half and double.
Go right, and I'm gonna do the cars. Go.
Wait, let me time it.
Yeah.
Okay, here we
Ready?
go. So now the guy says, "Come on and go." Good. $16.
Was that cars or seconds?
Seconds. He's counting cars.
What number are we up to?
20.
30 seconds. Why did the speed? I love the
That was
speed.
30 seconds.
Yeah. 30. That was 25 cars.
Yeah, but that's still 30 seconds.
That's 25 cars versus 1 car waiting. Are you out of your fucking mind?
Well, my argument was...
Go ahead. What is your fucking judgment?
I don't know.
Inocente, right?
Inocente, but I will say I don't know if this helped you at all.
That didn't help your cause.
Why?
Because it's still, if you had just closed your eyes and not counted the cars, a 30-second wait does
I know,
not
but you have to
impact
understand,
our
it's
movie
9:50. The
experience.
movie's starting at 10, right? My friend Gene, I told him I was going to meet him at 9:45, right? I got shit going on, dude. And I don't know, also, mind you, if I didn't roll down the window, I don't know how many cars would have gone
But
through.
don't you think all those people
Right?
had
So
shit
that's where
going
my
on
thought.
too?
No. I'll even give you 10 cars, right? But I'm not waiting after 10 cars, man. So what, Inocente or what?
Inocente!
Oh, ay caramba!
¿Te gusta Inocente?
Yeah, Inocente,
Yo
dude.
quiero.
Inocente, yeah.
All right.
All right, so now apologize.
I'm so sorry.
All right, good.
I'm
Thank you.
truly, truly sorry
Thank
that
you,
I
thank you.
questioned your decisions last night.
I learned that 25 cars in 30 seconds is possible.
It is possible.
I thought it was gonna be a long. Inocente!
Innocent. What, am I okay?
You know what?
Yeah.
You know what that was, right?
What?
God striking down.
Yeah, you don't believe in God.
I don't.
Yeah, you don't. So
I
don't
don't.
bring that up. All right? You can't use God when you don't believe in God.
Good rule.
Thank you so much.
Do you want a helpful advice or what?
No, I thought we were playing that game.
We can. Let's play the game. Introduce it, Kalila.
Oh, wait, we're not doing that. Instead of unhelpful advice, let's do that. We'll do it after. We'll do that, talk about the thing last.
Okay. We have on.
Funny because when we did the cabin and when me and Bert, because the cabin's out on Netflix,
Right.
and Donell was in the episode with us, and it was really fun. But when him and I both got naked, me and Bert got naked in front of Donell. Oh God, it was just the pleasure of his reaction.
No. First off, Bobby.
Thank you God for that.
First off, Bobby.
Yeah.
This is how it happened.
A retelling.
Yeah.
Bert Kreischer needed a lot of black people on the show.
A lot.
He went through his phone book and it landed on 2. They're in one section, right?
Yeah.
And originally, I was going to do the show. Anytime I've been knowing Bert for over 20 years, and like certain people you connect with, if they say, "Would you be down?" You immediately say yes before. Like, I don't know what the money is. You just do it. You have that type of relationship. We pretty much started like we're from the same generation, like from the Boston Comedy Club, or whatever. So he asked me to be a part of the show, and then the way the show was pitched to me, this is going to be a show where Bert invites some of his closest friends, and they get in touch with nature, and this is what they pitched to me. They're going to go fishing. They're going to have some moments and stuff like that, right? And then I was supposed to be on the episode, no disrespect to you or how you got on the show or whatever episode you're supposed to be in. But originally, it was supposed to be me and Bill Burr, right? That's what I heard, right? That's what they pitched to me, right? You didn't know
It was
this?
like that. No, I didn't know that.
Oh,
shit.
oh, shit. That's what you get,
That
motherfucker.
hurts.
Oh, no.
That hurts.
But I'm pretty sure he had you slotted to be on the show.
You were
I came in late.
you were a diversity cast.
Yeah, I came in late.
Yeah,
I
they was
think I
like,
came in
we
late.
really gonna get the hood.
Yeah.
We got the black guy and the Korean guy. Let's go Brooklyn all day, every day. So, and I have had a history with Bill Burr, so I was like, oh, this will be great. So when I get there, I go to the trailer, and I see Donell Rawlings, and I'm just looking because I wanted to say, what's up to Bill Burr? No, I'm just saying, son, you said you're real. I wanted to say, this was my reaction. I wanted to say hi to Bill Burr. Then I looked at the other trailer. It said Bobby Lee. And I looked at it and I said, fuck! This nigga gonna be naked. I knew it.
Dude, because when I saw him that morning, he had a certain, like, he was in a bad mood or something.
No, I was in a bad mood when I saw your name on the trailer. I wasn't in a bad mood.
No, dude, when I saw you, were like, what's up? Like, you weren't
Okay,
into,
black people, when we say what's up, what that don't mean they're
No,
black.
this is, you didn't go, what's up? You went, what's up?
The reason why I didn't go,
Yeah.
what's up, because I knew what the fuck was about to happen.
What did you know in your...
I know you.
Yeah.
I don't know what, exhibitionist, nudist.
Exhibitionist.
Exhibition.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know what type of motherfucker you are.
Yeah.
But this is the thing. So it wasn't like you and Bert came at the same time. First off, I was already shocked. I walked in and it's like, hey, and Bert is butt ass naked on a bear skin rug, right?
Right.
And then you and I, people didn't understand. This was not scripted. As soon as I saw him butt ass naked, I was like, this nigga's about to get naked. He saw Bert laying with his balls in his hand, and Bobby was like, I will not be undone. I will not, this is the game that I play, right?
Yeah.
And this was not scripted. He strips, and like, he didn't want his own bear rug. He wanted a bear.
Yeah.
Bert Kreischer that is built like a bear.
Yeah.
And then a baby bear. He wanted to create a bear family. Yo, it was a fucking bear family. And I knew that this is what I was going to deal with for the rest of the
D.
day.
First of all, you think that I woke up that morning and went, wow, today's a good day to get naked in front of cameras.
No,
That was not my intention. I show up, right? There's my friend D. Hello, D. What's up? That's what he says. I go, okay, well, he's in a bad mood.
I'm learning how,
Right,
not,
right.
I'm
He's in a
learning
bad
how not
mood.
to interrupt people. On
Yeah,
the
please
podcast.
don't interrupt me, all right?
Okay, that's
'Cause this is
fine.
how I see it.
Okay, no.
I wait. This is how I see it.
Okay.
I wake up.
Right.
Good morning to you, Kalila. To my girl, right?
Right.
And I look in the mirror and I go, this is gonna be a great day, right?
Right. That's how
I
you wake up.
I cannot wait, right?
That's how
I
you-
put my clothes on. Yeah, don't interrupt me.
Sorry.
Okay. And I go inside my Prius.
But you do know I'm still hung them, okay?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Oppa.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, now that's
미안해, 미안해.
Yo, that's
미안해.
아저씨, 진짜 할아버지.
yeah.
I'm none of them motherfuckers. Just young.
똥 사람이야 너. 알았어?
All right, shut it up.
Okay. All right. So I get in the car, I drive into the woods, and I look at the Donell Rawlings on his door, and I get, thank you, Lord. Thank you, Jesus. What a blessing. I get to work with two real credible comedians today on a Netflix show. I'm blessed. Good morning, Donell. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up?
Okay.
Okay, I'm not done. Right? But you know what? I'm just going to do the best I can. I'm not going to get naked, right? Because I'm a Christian.
I can't interrupt. I can't interrupt these lies. Okay.
Right?
Okay, go
Okay, just let me finish, right? I put the makeup on, right? I look at Donell. Hello, Donell. What's up? What's up? Okay. We show up on the set, right? And Bert Kreischer is completely naked onto the Barrett rug, right? And I'm with my friend Donell, and I said to myself, Donell doesn't like when I get naked. I know this. You know, he says really bad things about my body, by the way, and he shames me.
No, I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm only
yeah.
echoing-
I just letting
echoing
you know.
everybody's thoughts. This
I'm just letting-
observation
I'm
by
just
me,
letting you
Bobby.
know.
The streets know.
I know, but I'm just letting you know your thoughts.
You act like you just
Your
figured it out.
specific thoughts about my own body, right, gives me shame.
And guess what? And you
What?
should take these shame should go away because this is what I respect you. This is why I respect you. I was like,
What?
for a motherfucker to have a body as horrible as that body and find love and so confident that they would just strip it anyway. I was like, that's the level. Listen,
Yeah.
the level. This is some serious shit I'm gonna say.
Okay.
The level of your level of nakedness is a person that one don't give a fuck, has no fears, and when you have no fears, you're open to do whatever because you don't give a fuck. So you know that, like you doing that on the artistic side, I can understand that, but on the homophobic hood side, I can understand.
Right.
Homophobic.
And okay, you didn't wake up like, you did not. Wake up
Yes,
like
I
that.
did. That's how I
You
wake
did
up.
like you didn't wake up like, I'm gonna have a beautiful day.
Yeah.
You woke up like, I'm working today. There's gonna be a performance space. There's gonna be a camera, and I know that some way there's probably a small chance that I can get naked.
Right.
That's what it is, and you take advantage of it. You took advantage of it.
Anyway, I get naked, right? I lay next to my good friend Bert in a non-sexual way.
Your ass was on his dick. I don't know what it takes to be sexual for you.
Non-sexual?
Yeah, like yo, I'm
Yeah. But you know what was great about that
If I-
day too? Because after we got naked, we
Yeah.
didn't really put on our clothes.
No.
Bert and I just kind of walked around naked, right? And to see Donell scamper was the best. Oh, thank you, Lord, for that.
No, but I'm just saying. And that's your thing.
Yeah.
Like, I wasn't disappointed that you were in the show.
Right.
I'm happy. What I knew was you were gonna any scene you was gonna make it funny.
Oh, thank you.
You know what I'm saying? Even when I'm like totally disgusted with just sticking devices in somebody's ass and shit, you know, I said to myself, Bobby would enjoy that. You know what I'm saying? Like all the things I knew I wasn't gonna do, I was like, here, Bobby.
Yeah.
And you took advantage of it, and you made it work, and it was a funny episode.
Well, remember when Bert was completely naked and his asshole was when we did the colonic?
No, you took the angle where you could see his asshole. I took the angle where I didn't have. You positioned yourself. You wanted the shot.
Yeah.
You was like, you know,
I saw
You usually say, don't
his
look down.
sack,
Yeah.
his taint,
Yeah.
the entrance to the hole.
But you put a tube up his butt?
And I put a
you were in the
tube-
front of the centipede?
No, I was on the side where
Side of the centipede.
where I could just see him doing
Yeah.
it, and I wasn't excited at all. But that's his thing. I'm not.
That's not my thing to see another friend's taint during the day.
Is it not your thing? Why were you so discreet?
Because the camera's on, and I just know that this is how you entertain.
But you act
it's gonna
like-
look good.
Yes, and you act like you were going to win a prize. You said I saw his taint, like, like how many we have to get right to win the car?
Yeah.
Taint, I got taint. Ding, 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 ding. Asshole, ding, ding, ding. Ball sack. Blah, blah. You win a car. Da, da.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was exciting.
It's exciting to you.
Yeah.
And I'm not knocking it. Your excitement, and I get excited.
Right.
It's like-
Right.
You know.
And so, it was pleasant to spend the day with you there, and I thought I haven't seen. Have you seen the episode yet?
I saw parts of it. I tried to watch it really late. I got tired, fell asleep on it, but it was funny.
Yeah.
It was funny. Not fell asleep on like it was boring.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you, this is what I think, and we talked about it being a certain part of certain projects. I've been a part of a lot of projects, some that people might not enjoy, whatever, but for the most part, this is the first project in a while where across the board, people think it's funny.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because you have that small percentage that usually gets the loudest voice. Oh, it sucks. I wish I could get my money back. Can I get 3 years back? But for the most part, people think it's funny. The idea is great. It's a great idea.
Yeah, I feel like there's just a golden age. Maybe it ended, but I don't know if it ended. If many people think that the golden age of podcasting and comedy is on a downturn because of the pandemic and because of what's going on culturally and whatnot, but to me, it embodied all the hard work, that all the years I struggled to get to a certain place.
And he has.
Yeah.
When I sit with Stamos, do I hold up at all?
Yeah.
I'll say this.
Yes.
I think what works for you is the contrast. If you look,
Christ.
What's the thing you do about you
That's
say,
the worst thing you
no,
can say.
you'd rather be so weird looking enough to be memorable than to be kind of a mid. Because
Right.
a mid next to him,
What's a
I'd
mid?
forget about you.
Right. Okay, so that I'm very weird looking. It
You're not
brings
weird
out
looking.
how weird I am looking.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a contrast, and I like that. So it's like next to him, I would remember you. I could pick you out from a lineup.
Because I'm awkward and freakish looking.
He makes you look that way.
Like my eyes just converge more into the center of my face.
Right. Like, for
Yeah.
instance, like I have eyes that are kind of closer set to you. If I sat next to someone like Brandy
Right.
with, farther set eyes, you would remember me
No,
more.
you'd both just still look hot.
So this is sort of never mind.
I have something.
But what I was gonna go ahead. I'm sorry. It's your podcast.
Well, no, it's not mine. It's fine. I wanted to add on to that.
I like you raised your hands. Very
Well, I
polite
did
and
because
demure.
I want to be kind about it.
Yeah.
I wanted to really be real about
really
it.
kind,
and the thing is like, so a couple of weeks ago, I was in New York City.
And you didn't text me or call me or anything.
You're right.
We've done a lot of hours of conversation,
I understand.
connecting. And I even texted you once, and I even texted like, I hope you're all right. I hope things are good. And it was just like radio silence.
Well, maybe things weren't.
Which I don't mind.
Yeah, but that could have been right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't mind. I'm not a big.
Well,
like-
let me defend myself real quick.
Yeah.
When I was in New York the last time, right?
Yeah.
I did go do Are You Garbage with those two guys.
Right.
Those weird looking guys. Right? You like them? They're cute cat guys.
great.
Right?
They're great.
But that was the only comics I saw there because I was just kind of working on Sex in the City, and then it's at early call time, so that's why.
Could we hang out? You think? Phil,
I would love
me
the
and
next time in January. I go and I'll hang out with you.
Would you be?
I swear to God.
We would have a good time.
Can I go to my story though?
Can I be
Sure.
part of the hang?
Yeah.
If you're in New York, yeah, for 100%.
I'm there December. Are you gonna be there in December?
No, I said January.
I'm playing at. Tell them where I'm playing at.
Carnegie
are you
Hall
gonna
with
come?
the Beach Boys.
Oh, you really?
December 5th.
Wait, you're playing with the Beach
He
Boys?
tours with them for the last
That's
20 years.
fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Do we have to go through this?
Can I go back to the? So anyway, I'm walking down the street, and I think this story is way too late. I think the timing's wrong.
No,
but I'm
go
gonna go
for
for
it.
it anyway.
Yeah, go
What's it
for it.
about?
So I ate at this restaurant with this Korean girl, right?
Right.
It's just a friend. It wasn't a date, and next to it was like this French bakery, right? And we walked in there, and it was like these beautiful. They were $30 a piece, like a little cake or whatever, right? So this is way too long, but I'm going to try this. You're that cake, and you're Winchell's Donuts.
I love.
I should have done that 20 minutes. I should have done that 20
Still
minutes
work.
ago.
It
and
still works.
It doesn't work
It
anymore.
still works.
Yeah.
cream.
it's still-
I love both.
Yes.
I'll eat a Winchell's.
Right.
But that's what it is.
Right.
Stay away from politics on here because it's. I do too. I don't ever talk about it for the most part. I mean, people know I
He
am,
just,
but
I don't. You could tell he doesn't look like a guy who knows much about what's going on.
I do. That makes me so angry. Well, here's
we have our honest hats.
I know, but
you
here's
just
what-
called me a windshield donut.
That's true. That's true. That's my bad.
You
That's
called
my
me
bad.
trash food.
No, that's not trash.
Okay,
Right?
Good.
Can a homeless person afford Winchell's?
Yes.
They can. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. It's trash. But my point is this. What I'm saying is that, like, during the midterm elections,
Yes.
there's a couple of races that I follow, and I root for certain people. Like the whole Kerry Lake, one, you know what I mean? I was following that one closely.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The Herschel Walker and Warnock race I was looking at. So, I mean, I know, you mean.
That is true. You did text me on that one time and said you did love Herschel Walker and you wanted to. That I remember. Yeah.
Right.
You said
That's true. That's what I
You
said.
guys went to school together.
Yeah.
you love his stance. Do I have this right on reproductive rights?
Yeah. So my point is that so in that way I follow things, but I don't know like legislations or I don't know some of the laws specifically.
Right.
I took us down the wrong road. Let's go.
No, it's fine. I like to go this road.
That's what I like about you. You don't reinforce Asian stereotypes.
Right.
What do you mean?
You're not
You're
smart.
not smart. My wife is
He, like,
smart. My
busts the
mother-in-law
model
is super
minority.
smart.
Fucking
Myth.
tears.
You know what?
down.
You get my fucking blood boiling. Garcia, back up. You really get my blood boiling, dude. All
We
right.
have a good time. We have a good
I understand we have a good time, right? But I have to reiterate this.
He's stuttering
Right?
now,
It took me a
right?
while when I get emotional, right?
Yeah.
The Jew, Ari Shafir, came on here, told me I was dumb, right? And then you're saying that I'm dumb. And you're right. There are certain things that I don't know about, right? But
Hey.
instinctually, right? And artistically, right?
Yeah.
I feel like I know what I'm doing.
You do.
All right,
You
good.
do.
Bobby, can I say this?
Go, John.
I was another relationship. I've had a lot of heartbreak, and
You?
yes, honestly, that's makes
Wait, so women have broken up with you, John?
So a lot, and
Oh, I
women
wanna
have
hear
cheated
it.
on me. But one very important relationship. When we broke up, she said I was stupid. That I wasn't smart enough for her or her friends. Like how you were just saying, and it to this. I mean, I got over it, but it was crushing, soul crushing.
Yeah.
But I am smart. You are. We're street smart. We don't, these people that rattle off facts like him and stuff. It's memory. It's not intelligence. He's got a good memory.
Yeah.
Am I right? Garcia?
Garcia, go ahead.
You know what? I feel we all fall into this category in somewhat. I once said something to a guy who was much smarter, and I said, yeah, you know what? I'm stupid. And he looked at me in the eye and he goes, Greg, you're not stupid. You just were never educated properly.
That's what you call
But that,
a
yeah.
backhanded compliment.
Yeah, that's backhanded.
That means
I would have
stupid.
shot that guy.
That means stupid.
Yeah, you're stupid.
Yeah.
But
That was Herschel Walker.
yeah. But there are things that I love that I know a lot about.
Like what?
Like the Next Generation. I know that's stupid.
What's that?
Star
Star
Trek.
Trek.
Star Trek Next Generation.
At
you
what
into-
age are you going to go like, okay, I'm going to stop being into children's stuff?
That's not.
Children.
You're gonna make me so
Sci-fi.
fucking mad. You're gonna make me so fucking mad. I bet you.
This is an honest question.
Fuck you. Let me say something. Season 5.
Do I get a shirt? Do I get
Second to the last episode.
Yeah.
Right? There was an episode called The Inner Light.
Yeah.
Right? Watch that episode.
I won't.
And tell me that that's not good sci-fi.
Okay, I'll watch it.
All right, good. Thank you.
You
It's a
love
great show.
sci-fi? Have you always grown up loving sci-fi? And
Yeah, I love sci-fi.
did you collect these?
Yeah.
cool.
This is my house. Yeah. I do play.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. These are all my things. Yeah. I've always been a child because my what?
Nothing.
Do you play video games?
No, I'm never not into, and I'm not into sci-fi, but I do collect stuff. Like Disney stuff. I have a bunch of Disney stuff.
Why?
Like
what,
he's got
Little
dolls in his fucking garage. I got a Dumbo worth like $800,000.
Oh, whoa. All right, my bad.
Here's the,
I thought we could, connect on that, but we can.
We get.
this is what I learned about when I became friends with John Stamos.
Yeah.
You wouldn't expect him to also be like a great, nice guy on top of all the other things he has. It's
Yeah.
not fair.
Well, it's enough.
He's also musical.
No.
He's a great actor. He's got comedic time and he's funny. And then he fucking is a musician. I
Yeah.
mean, how wet can a pussy get?
Yeah.
I mean,
My pussy's
seriously.
wet, yeah.
Mine's too.
Yeah.
I mean, he fucking he can play drum, fucking guitar. It's too much. And then the face. It's too much.
Yeah.
Did you when did you start pulling the wiener out? What was that about? Because he does
I fucking love it. I love it. I love your energy right now, and thank you so much for coming.
But you know what?
I love to answer that. I love
I
That's
love
wonderful.
comics. I love you guys.
Yeah.
I swear to God, I do.
Hey, that's the thing that Saget had a problem with.
What?
He would always say, "Are you going to get naked?" or whatever. He would always say that, right?
Yeah.
And to badger me. And I'll tell you this, Mr. Stamos.
You can call me.
No, I'm not going to call you. I'm not going to call you John right now. I'm going to call you Mr. Stamos.
No, that's not cool.
All right, Miss John.
Yeah.
All right. So what I'm going to say this is that I did it right because I was ashamed of my body.
Yeah.
And then by exposing myself to large groups of people, I got comfortable with who I was. Right?
I'll
Because
add to that.
yeah, go ahead.
I also think if you zoom out a bit, he is the most important Asian to ever exist in this industry because he came out during a time when Asians were supposed to look one way and he came out dick a swinging.
And
What about the guy from Hangover?
That was way
No,
before. I
that
did that
was-
way
he got
before.
way before.
Yeah,
I did
was
way
about
that
to say,
before.
Dick
He
is-
stole that from me.
Dick is swinging
Yeah,
a little bit of
little
an
dick thing.
overstick.
That, he stole that.
Let's say
Exposing the little dick. You stole that.
Dick out. Yeah.
Dick out.
And my dick is. Tell him
No?
about my dick. Dr.
Oh my
Ken.
God, yeah.
So Dr. Ken Jung, his dick was on the movie, right? Tell him about my dick. Tell him right now.
Oh, he for sure has a bigger dick.
Thank you.
Well, I mean, so does a squirrel. I mean, he didn't have a dick. I mean, I didn't
Nice.
see a dick there.
It's not the
Wait, you were saying that
size
it's
of it,
squirrel?
it's about
Yeah. I mean,
Right.
yeah.
I don't know,
It's the size of the ocean, whatever they say. But my thing is that.
The size of the ocean?
I don't know what's the terminology.
it's the motion of the
the motion of the
hooker.
ocean. My motion.
The motion of the hooker. Do you? Is it hard to find funny, beautiful women? That must be tough to like.
It
I'm
is
sure
hard.
You got a lot of beautiful
Yeah, it's-
girls
it
on
is
this
hard.
on this
It is hard.
switch thing and that stuff, but
Yeah.
tinge. But how? But to
Tinge.
find a funny, what's it called?
Yeah.
But to find a funny, pretty girl, that is that important to you?
It is important, and John, what I'm saying is, if there's a loss, there's a huge loss of breaking up with her. Right?
I'm sorry.
And these are things that I reflect still today. I think back and I go, wow, what a huge. I mean, this is a great woman that we're no longer together. I just instinctually believe that I think we're better off right now apart. Is that I could still love her. I don't want to have resentments toward her, and I want to have her in my life for the rest of my life.
It's beautiful.
Like when she dies, right? Which I hope
You
I
won't
never
be
have.
here.
right.
Yes. Why? Because I'm old.
Yeah, let's
But
go.
just in case something
Okay,
happens, you get in a
something-
horrific car accident, or whatever, and you're at the hospice.
Yeah, set it up.
And I get a call, right? And they're like, "She's in the hospital. She's horrific, right?"
Yeah.
I will cancel anything on planet Earth.
Well, of course you will. Wait, like, I'm going to cancel.
I won't go to his. I won't go to him.
But wait a minute,
Yeah. He's gonna die alone.
guys, crew. Is there any shot of them getting back together?
Oh my God, what are we doing here?
What's going
Or
on?
let's do a game.
What are we gonna do?
Wait, no,
Play a game.
So let's play a game. I'll let
Yeah.
da.
Hey guys, we know why you're here. You want to know what happened after the podcast last week. So here is a quick follow-up to that episode. As of today, we have not seen said 300 pages of documents. After the podcast, we were shown a couple of zoomed-in screenshots of source code with no context. Our email address is in the corner of one screenshot and the name Robert Lee on the corner of another screenshot. When we asked him who sent these to him, he said Brian. We then asked to be connected to his team directly to get further clarity, and he assured us that he would make that happen. We followed up with him for the next 3 days, and finally on Thursday, we received a text from Brennan saying his team would prefer to handle this issue in-house and does not feel comfortable sharing information with Tiger Belly. To recap, we have not received any substantial evidence regarding the accusations. We have not been in contact with a team. All we've seen are some screenshots sent to Brendan from Brian Callen. We're hoping to get some closure on this, but that's probably not going to happen. The good news is we have a great episode today, and we'd like to start by thanking our sponsors. If you'd like more info or just want to use our Tiger Belly codes, the best codes in the game, you can go to SeatGeek.com, code BELLY, and BetterHelp.com/belly. Enjoy the show.
Your nipples are a nugget.
I love,
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
I love your nipples.
I love my nipples.
I love everything about your. I love everything but your body. That's what I meant to say. That's what I meant to say. I was gonna. You thought I was gonna say I love everything about you?
Yeah.
I love everything about you, but except your body.
What about my ass, though?
Your ass is terrible.
What are you talking about?
I think your face, though, from that photo shoot we did, your face, dude,
So good.
so good.
Oh,
But
good.
who took the longest for that photo to get the shot?
George, come on.
Dude, George.
She's like, George, you get close.
I did.
So everyone,
I didn't want to show you up, but I couldn't mimic
no.
anything you did. I didn't. It was tough.
Can you not talk that much right now? Just not talk that much right now.
That's what I was trying to do with my
I
face
don't wanna
during the
bully-
photo
I'm
shoot,
not trying to bully you, man. But just don't
and
talk so much.
nothing came
You
out.
sound like a certain somebody right now.
And I just looked like mayonnaise.
I just have
the
a
whole
shop.
thing.
I have
know.
shop vibes right now, dude.
Wait, okay, so we should probably let the audience know that we're really only an hour, 2 hours away from having done the shop episode.
Yes, but we all decided to change our clothes.
I changed my clothes, so I want to look like a jelly bean. All right, so
Bro, that outfit?
Yeah.
Fire.
Obviously we all agreed that we would probably have a debrief episode of each other's.
yeah, okay, all right. So I have to say, in terms of uncomfortable podcasts I've done in my life,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
That rivaled the Carlos Mencia one.
Ooh.
The Carlos Mencia one
Yeah.
was, for me, very uncomfortable because I love Ned. You know what I mean? And that was difficult to experience. This was just as uncomfortable.
I kind of observed something about Shab, and this is not a negative thing, is that when the cameras are on, he really is sort of, he has an air about him that is, he's a certain way. But when the cameras are off, because he stayed for another hour afterwards.
Great conversation.
He's a lot more relaxed and a lot more human and a lot more
He's a
like
sweetie pie.
down to earth than he would seem on camera.
He's
But
a thick, big sweetie pie.
but
Yum.
but now, because he has to go to the bathroom twice, we were laughing about it, and he took like 10 minutes
And I
each
don't-
bathroom
It's
trip.
either a nervous poop
No, I don't
Or-
like where you're going.
or
Did
Or
he,
okay.
did he bug us? Is that why he stayed an hour after?
where he
Sorry, Shab. That's not what.
Sorry, Sean.
All right. Hey.
Hi.
Yeah. Let's think that through. Okay.
Okay, let's think that.
All right. So you observed him in our podcast room where we generally do all our gossip.
Yeah.
Right. Did you see him bug anything?
Well, he stayed for exactly an hour and a half extra,
Yeah, it was great. It was
and he
good
kept
time.
going. He was so yeah.
So your theory is that he bugged our guest bathroom. Now,
That's
The
the only
amount of-
time he was alone.
Wait, that wasn't.
Only time he was alone.
the amount
He's
of
the
time,
one who told me.
the amount of times I've talked about Brendan Schaub in the guest bathroom is only 7 times.
So we have those.
Never. I have never. First of all, I've never had any conversations to anybody in that area.
Think about it. Have you ever said anything about anyone in a bathroom?
But do you know how bugging technology works? What if it's able to like listen to us upstairs and everywhere?
Oh, that's bugging technology? I never
don't
seen
know.
that in any fucking show.
I don't
If
know.
you know, trust me, dude. If you plant a bug in the barn, you'll be able to hear it in the house.
Honestly, though, if he did
I went.
that,
It was a long way for that. It was a long way for that, but the character was good.
Yeah, it was good.
Thank you.
honestly though, I'd probably respect him if he was able to pull that off somehow.
Yeah, he's not. No, I think that. I feel relieved. I don't like being in conflict with other podcasters, especially because we are a community. I mean, I know that. I wish I could say this, but I'm not. You could tell there's divisions, right? So when this whole thing went down, my phone, I got texts from allies, right? But then like the ones that didn't text, you could tell like there was a division.
Can you say who the allies are, or no?
No, because
No, because if I tell you the fucking allies, you're gonna just deduce and go, oh, those. No. You could, because it's not like I have a lot more allies that never call because they know that I'm uncomfortable and
Yeah.
they're so I could tell
There
you.
was one ally that I heard that was just a funny call. That was
Okay, so I'll tell you who did call
no,
to,
tell,
to
there was
see how
one,
I am.
The funniest
funniest
call
phone call.
was right after H3.
It was hilarious.
I'm calling to threaten you, is what he said.
Oh yeah, it was Segura. Segura immediately after he threatened me. I'm calling to threaten you. And I'm like, come on, man. You know what I mean? And he asked me how I was. So Segura,
That's it.
ally,
But maybe he called Brendan and said the same.
Steve-O.
But maybe he called Brendan and said the same.
Yeah, we can't say.
We
don't
can't
if it's
know
real.
they're allies.
Maybe
That's
they're
a
just
weird
good,
thing.
Maybe they're good people that just want to make sure everyone was okay.
All right.
Just
Why don't you just compare
maybe-
notes with Brendan?
All right, you're right. But that would hurt me. Let me just say something right? Because I'm not going to name who said this. There's 3 guys that said this through text, and I'm going to show you. I can show you, right?
Okay.
I'm not going to say who they are, okay? But they said, we're Team Bobby, okay? Now, if they had texted me, we're Team Bobby, and then also texted Brendan, we're Team
no,
Brendan,
but they
right?
also texted him. We're also Team Bobby to Brendan.
Yeah, but if they did Brendan, right, then that's a piece of shit. That's a dude. That's right. That's the kind of guy. I don't like guys like that.
That's a friend to all is a friend to none.
Who said that? Your dad once?
No, it's a popular.
Because it sounds like what an old
saying.
Frenchman would
But don't you kind of think?
I admit though, when I went to the comedy store the other night.
Am I crazy, George?
Yeah, I was just thinking about the last episode, though, was the least funny we've ever had, so it's kind of hard to.
Which one?
Well, I'm just saying, like they think
2 hours ago.
Oh, that one?
Yeah.
I thought it was hilarious.
We found our moments.
We found our moment.
Found our moments.
When I was at what? I love
I
when
just derailed the whole conversation.
no.
How did that happen?
Dude, you're a fucking conversation killer. All right, no, dude,
Not
I love
with
you.
other people.
I love you, man. Did you express everything you needed to express?
That's why you talk.
No, honestly, you know what, dude? I want you to be heard. Okay, I really do. I want you to be Amber Heard. Now go ahead. No, I want you to be heard.
I just wanted to say when we went to the Comedy Store for the Bad Friends live show, it was just reminded me how special I have it and how it made me really grateful for everything.
Really? Are you being real?
No, actually,
Yeah.
it was like
That was a magical
Lila
night.
showed up to I just like everybody like how much. Yeah, I'm
we
surrounded
built
by-
something. We built something nice, and even when me and Andrew did Austin, it was beautiful and nice. And that's the last thing that I want is a war and people taking sides. But I do have to admit, I've been going to the Comedy Store, and I am like I'm the flame.
People gravitate.
Yeah, people are just coming to me and going, what's going on? You know what I mean? And this is my take and this and that. And I guess, in terms of gossip, it's fun, you know what I mean? But
Not to our mental health.
it's
though.
not good for our mental health.
Holy
We've been very
shit.
unhappy in the house. It's been disastrous. It's been just depressing. And I just hope it's behind us. Well, this is now airing a week after, you know what I mean? The show. It's behind us.
TBD.
TBD. But at the end of the day, and I don't know if this is the right thing to say,
That pizza is so good.
it's so fucking
Bro,
It just, you know what?
the garlic. It's the
Garlic just
so
hit
good.
me right now
Yeah,
in the
it's so
back of my
good.
mouth. I'm so sorry I interrupted you, but the flavor just finally hit me.
What's the restaurant called? Shout out.
Blackbird.
Blackbird on Melrose, great pizza. If
I'm
you're
so
ever in
fucking
LA.
sorry. That was just, it just like, it hit me right here.
No, but I get one to do to you later.
Yeah.
Okay.
Always has-
It's just a tit for tat.
Yeah.
Right, because I'm gonna let that one go, but I get one. All right. I don't even know what I was saying.
Something about
I was so enraged by the Blackbird plug. I forgot what I was saying.
you're talking about comedy.
Oh, that's great. That's great that you guys weren't even listening.
You were a flame. You're the
No,
moth.
After that, I had another idea that I was going to say. I know what I was going to say because there's no way you can read my mind. It's like Doctor Strange. I'm complex and madness.
Did you see it?
Yeah, I liked it.
I haven't seen it
Do
yet.
you see it?
Yeah, I wouldn't put it in my top 5.
Oh, wow.
Of Doctor Strange movies?
Yeah, it's number 2 out of 1.
Yeah. I'll go.
Had a lot to
right.
had a lot to serve, and Sam Raimi. I know why you liked it because you love Sam Raimi, probably. So they played they were very non-Marvel. That's why you liked it.
All right. If we're gonna do a Doctor Strange multiverse, what's it called? Madness and multi. What's it? Madness of the multi.
I don't know.
Multi-man.
Multi-man. Yeah.
All right. So let's do a movie review. Okay.
Claude, I want your take too, even though you didn't. See
Okay.
I didn't see.
it. You have to still give your take.
So number one, okay. Here's what I liked about it. All right. Obviously, Bruce Campbell.
Great cameo.
Okay. He's in all of Sam Raimi's movie, and I guess watching the movie, I was just like, didn't give a fuck until Bruce Campbell came up on screen. So that's number one. Or number two, right? It's not great, but there's some not cliche. Because of the multiverse, you know what I mean, dynamic in the movie, you can now break so many different rules.
Sure.
Right. So like if you haven't seen the new Spider-Man movie, then
That's on.
spoiler alert, but because of the multiverse thing, you can bring back Toby and Andrew Garfield, who I like as an actor, by the way.
So
I
good.
fully imagined Garfield the cat for some reason.
Wait, I'm sorry. In the
Yeah, Tobey
Spider-Man.
Maguire. Yeah, imagine
Garfield?
a portal opens up, Toby Maguire walks in, and another portal opens up, and just an orange cat with lasagna on his face comes in.
Rug movie.
Yeah.
Walks out.
So, there's that, you know what I mean, rule that they can have now. So now when you're watching, you know what I mean, Doctor Strange, there's a couple of strange cameos in it.
You didn't think some of them were kind of cool though?
No, I think it's weird
Interesting.
because it's like, I know why it's for like the applause effect. Because I remember being in the theater with Jules and seeing Toby and Andrew Garfield because it was such a surprise.
People were, yeah.
And we were like, I don't even know why, but you know what I mean? I was doing that, right? With this one, me and Gene looked at each other and went,
the last reveal of a certain group of people, our audience they started laughing.
Yeah, because he
The
looked like
last
he was
one.
about to die. Fuck it, let's just give it away.
No,
Who gives
don't
a
give it
fuck?
away.
I have to. It's 2 weeks. This is 2 weeks in.
Okay, fine. You're right.
All right. So, because of the multiverse aspects of these movies now, you can bring people in from other movies that have no relation to the Avengers or right.
Still Marvel though.
Still Marvel, right? So you had Elastic Man. What's his name?
The last one we had John Krasinski
As
as
Doctor from the Fantastic Four.
Fantastic Four guy.
Right?
Mr. Fantastic?
Mr. Fantastic.
Yeah.
He comes in, and people were like, "Oh, right."
People were like, what?
What? Yeah.
Like John Krasinski.
And then the last reveal is, it was a like I went,
the music, you hear the little music?
yeah, it was Professor X.
Patrick Stewart.
Yeah, he comes in with his wheelchair, but he looks like he's dead.
He's
so old.
very old.
You know what I mean? And I love him as an actor. He's
yeah.
my favorite. There was a little bit of a concern there, right? But and then people were like, because younger kids didn't see X-Men.
Right,
attachment.
right.
So like, who's the old man, the crippled old man? You know what I mean? And that was a little weird, but yeah, you know what? You're right. It's not the best one, but
Not the worst.
still fun.
Yeah, still fun.
Still fun. Resentment's out then. You know what I mean?
What a,
Yeah,
what a switch.
Yeah, let me just.
I love.
Since we're starting in a positive vibe, let me just
Let me just.
get the negativity out of the way.
I did just listen to your episode with Neil Brennan. I do believe that you two should start a podcast called Sore Winners. And it's just
Yes.
you two talking about how horrible your life is when everyone else looks up to you.
Oh, okay. So let me get the Go ahead.
Nothing. I was going to give you a high five, but you thought I was raising my hand.
Yeah, go ahead. High five.
They're out of sync
High five.
right now. They're
So
out.
We've been broken up a month.
More awkward than I thought
yeah,
it was going to be.
So I just have a little thing. Just clear it up for
Give it.
me. So the other night
This is about Schaumburg Improv.
no, we already got that out of the way.
18
That's why I
years
would never.
ago?
That's why I would never bring that up again.
It actually is true.
yeah.
You actually haven't.
Do you know why? Because we resolved that situation.
Okay.
Okay. We have a new situation.
Well, there was no situation. I never did anything wrong, but okay.
Well, that's your point of view. And yeah, that's your truth. But so the other night we were performing together.
You realize
Let me can I get out?
Okay,
Can
I just want to say the thing you got mad at me about at that Schaumburg Improv is that I laughed too loudly at your jokes on stage.
That's not what it was. And how dare you? And you're bringing it back up. I thought we resolved it, but if you want to bring it back
But
up, I will.
I just want you to know. One day you will go, oh, that's right, Whitney, you love too loud, and I'm
on stage and you're laughing, and there's three other customers standing with you, laughing together during a show.
Yeah, we were watching your show and laughing. That's what
Standing up.
That's your job.
Wait, you do that a lot to other comics, though.
That's
Like
and I'm
cackle?
not arguing. I'm not.
I've
arguing
never
with
seen
that.
Bobby laugh at another comic.
I have.
I'm sorry. I'll shut
Can I
up.
get the thing out of my way?
Of course,
All
I'll
right.
shut
Thank you. So, and I like what you're trying to do, divert. But let's get to the thing. So, just please.
Okay.
So, the other night,
Sobriety.
you knew, I was after you.
Right. Okay.
Look at right. So she's about to bring me up,
Mm-hmm.
and she goes, "This next comic, I love dearly." Right?
Yeah.
And I go, in my heart, I'm like, here we are, my friend. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The connection's already there. I'm a big fan. I go, did not know that, but you know what? She said it out loud, and that's great.
Gonna say the
right?
credits, yeah.
Yeah, and he's at the top of his game. I go,
Ladies and gentlemen, Brendan Schaub.
yeah, and then you go, he did an album called Caligula, and then my heart started going, right, because it's like all coming to me, because I know Jesselnick's back there.
And I'm freaking out because I'm like, what the fuck was it called? What was it called? Macbeth? What was it called? Moby Dick?
Right. And my old self would have let it go and let you just bring up Anthony Jeselnik.
No,
but I did not do.
that'd be dumb.
But I did not do that. Right. My instinct took over. I was in the audience, and I screamed at the top of my lungs in a packed room. Right. What are you doing? Something like that. Right. And then you looked at me, and then you kind of went. You frazzled. But let me just ask you, what was that? You just forgot who was next?
I'll tell you what.
Like, I don't understand, because I saw you backstage. You knew,
Yes.
and you saw the lineup.
Yep.
So I don't know what the confusion was.
Yep. So I haven't been to the Comedy Store in a while. I've been touring. It used to be very like you go on stage, somebody you'd be like, and they just yell at you. It was just always chaos. So we were on a lineup. It was me, you, there was a popping on the side, Anthony.
Yeah.
I think that's what it was. But
Exactly what it was.
But here's the thing: I did not
Exactly what it was.
I did not look at the lineup. I'm dumb, and I should have, and I don't know what. I don't know what. I got there, and then Bobby was like, "Oh, I'm sorry." Paulie was like, "You're going to bring me up as a special guest," and I was like, "Oh," and I was like, "Okay," and then I was backstage and I was talking to Anthony, and I just didn't like.
All right, so let me get this straight.
And then I went on stage, and then I went, "Oh fuck, is Paulie a special guest?" I saw Anthony backstage, and then I just.
Well, if Paulie, just to clear this up.
Yeah.
If Paulie said to you that I'm the special guest, wouldn't you already in your mind go, he would be next?
Yes. And then I
But you didn't do that.
Well, I didn't see him around. Like, he was like, and then like, I just had seen Anthony. I mean, I'm sorry. I just had a brain fart. But I have good news and bad news. It had nothing to do with you. I forgot.
I know. It hurt.
I didn't even know you were. This is between Paulie and
aloof.
This is between me and Paulie. Do you know what I'm saying? I just made a mistake, and it's interesting because I am sorry and I'm happy to apologize.
Mm-hmm. Just as long as it wasn't on purpose.
It sounds like an honest mistake.
And that's why I'm accepting it. Just as long as it wasn't a sabotage.
Imagine Bobby's up, but I'm going to bring up Anthony. Like, well, I stand to gain nothing from that. Anthony's just going to go on and make fun of me. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Like, it's such a worse thing for me for Anthony to come up next.
Yeah.
And it's interesting because as I feel like I'm learning more about you as an off-camera friend because I think sometimes. Well, do you know what I'm saying?
No, we've known each other for 20 years. What the fuck?
I left going, oh my God, I totally fucked up bringing someone on. I mean, as long as I've been at the Comedy Store 15 years, I've never done that.
Yeah.
In my life.
You haven't.
And never in my life.
Yeah.
And it turned into what I thought this really fun live moment.
It was. We got laughs out of it.
Like what the Comedy Store is all about. It was like this unpredictable moment where Bobby kind of came up to the stage and I had fucked up and there was this fun.
But there's a backstory. I'll tell you why this. It's online?
Jesus!
Somebody has it online.
Put your headphones on. You can hear it.
Whose channel is this?
You know him. He is so brilliant. You know his specials. Caligula.
It bothers me.
Love and Hate. Okay, this comedian.
Okay, push pause.
Yeah.
So I'm going to tell you what happened, all right? So I want
to let you know, though, I am sorry.
It's totally fine.
I know, but it was.
I just brought it up as a joke.
But it was.
Fun.
I agree.
Something to talk about.
But no one was madder at me than me. And
But I'll tell you why.
I was sloppy, and I should have, right before I went out, I should have looked at the lineup.
Something funny had happened. I was sitting there in the back row, right, with some patrons, you know? Mm-hmm. And I was talking to this guy, and he's like, "Aren't you performing?" And I was acting cool, so I was like sitting next to him, and I was just like, "Yeah, I'm next." And it's just because.
So I walked into a fucking hornet's nest.
Yeah. So I'm sitting next to this guy, and he's with a bunch of crew. They're from New York, and then we were talking during your set. I apologize, and
Okay, all right, come on.
I apologize. Yeah, and he's like, well, and this is so dumb. He goes, so you're next, but aren't you supposed to be backstage? And I go, sometimes, like acting like a fucking idiot. I go, sometimes I like to just do it from here, right? He's like, oh, that's cool, man.
Like you let your gas tank go to the red.
Right. And then as you're bringing me up, I stood up, and this group was like, oh, there he goes, right? And then once you said Caligula, right, you could see, I just felt them going, you're not next. You're a fool, right? And so that's what, there was like a little bit of a backstory.
You were embarrassed.
Yeah. There was a little bit of embarrassment there.
But look, she was embarrassed. She had remorse.
Yeah, she
was. I was.
Yeah.
How about this? Can I do one?
Yeah, go ahead.
I was about to say, I'm just going to shut my mouth. But there was a time I called a Latino comic, Pablo Francisco, when it was like introduced him fully in the belly room one night. I'd like smoked some weed and I was like, Pablo, and I was like, oh my God, Francisco Roman. So not too far,
Yeah.
And he walks on stage and I was like, oh, I'm so sorry.
You do have a problem with introductions because you one time said about Martin Lawrence, he's the greatest comic on planet Earth.
Which, by the way, I said, here's how on the same page I thought we were.
Yeah.
In this moment of like what I thought was just like a fun, crazy, like Whitney made a mistake. Now we're just gonna be silly, and the audience gets to see this ridiculous, like unscripted moment. Bobby one time gave me so much shit after I said like this, because Martin's sitcom is my favorite show. It's still my favorite show.
He's one of the best.
Martin was a very big deal to me. So I don't know his stand-up as much as I'm not. So he was coming on stage. The guy fucking cooked himself on Ventura in tinfoil like 20 years ago. Let's just be respectful. You know what I'm saying?
I love him.
Yeah.
The guy is like
He jogged on a
Legend.
hot day.
He's a miso cod on Ventura. Like I don't know. And I had introduced him, and I was like, this guy's, what'd I say?
One of the greatest comedians.
I think that's true. But, Martin was truly my favorite show.
Yeah, and I love him.
And then, so this was happening.
Not one of the greatest comedians in the world, though.
Totally fair.
Yeah, great guy. I love him. Legend.
Yes.
Yeah.
That show, to me, is still, I'll watch it.
Legend.
And cry laughing.
Yeah.
And also they're laughing in it, and I even said, one of the greatest comedians, he's no Martin Lawrence. Like, I said that to you. That was just, no one else would have gotten that in the room except you.
Oh, right.
So it bombed for everyone else, but I was just trying to, that's
what it was.
That's how on the same page I thought we were.
All right.
About it being a funny moment.
Okay, all right.
I was like, Bobby and I are in this movie. It's just us. It's us against the world.
I think flew over my head.
It didn't floor your head. You were embarrassed. You were just, if I had known the two people in the back, everyone else loved it, but those two people whose approval you needed, who was it, Ellen, or who was it?
No, I don't. Ellen. Anyway, I accept your apology.
It was rude. It was rude unintentionally, but I'm at the point in my life where it's like, well, it's not about the impact, it's about the intention. I'm all about impact at this point. If that's the impact I made, I'm sorry.
I'm totally fucking kidding. It wasn't even an issue. In fact, I like when that happens because what got loud, I was just trying to create some sort of podcast fodder.
When it comes to Asian hate, I will stop it. You only. So I'm sorry. Viori.
Fiori. You guys, even before I was messing with Viori on podcast, I was wearing that stuff way before. When I yoga, dude, Viori is the only thing I wear. Mm-hmm. And plus, guess what?
What?
Their stuff on the side, the other stuff that they do, like loungewear, is legit dope. All right? Everything is designed to work out in, but doesn't look or feel like it. So freaking comfortable, you will want to wear it all the time. Seriously, it's more comfortable than whatever you're wearing right now. I guarantee it, fact, 100%.
I also love that it's incredibly versatile. It can be used for just about any activity like running, training, swimming, yoga, but also great for lounging or weekend errands. And I'm like 100% bona fide athleisure kind of girl, so Viori is a product that I stand by, I love, and constantly wear.
Viori is an investment in your happiness. For our listeners, they are offering 20% off your first purchase. Get yourself some of the most comfortable and versatile clothing on the planet at Viori.com/belly. That's VUORI.com/belly. Not only will you receive 20% off your first purchase, but enjoy free shipping on any U.S. orders over $75 and free returns. Go to Viori.com/belly and discover the versatility of Viori clothing.
Now a word from our sponsor, BetterHelp. You guys, during the pandemic and us now and in the future.
Those are 6 Fs.
Yeah. We use BetterHelp because we need therapy. It's the best online therapy on planet Earth. How well would you take care of your car if you had to keep the same one your whole entire life?
Hardcore.
That's how our brain works, Gilbert.
Oh.
So why don't we treat our brain that way, like a motor vehicle?
Therapy has always been an indispensable part of my life, and God knows we've needed a lot of it in the last year especially. BetterHelp is online therapy that offers video, phone, and even live chat only therapy sessions, so you don't have to see anyone on camera if you don't want to. It's so much more affordable than in-person therapy, and you can be matched with a therapist in just under 48 hours. And I love the journal feature. It's my favorite part about this app. It allows me to basically put down my heavy thoughts during the week before my therapy session, and we can touch on all of those things when I go into therapy and be like, hey, she's going to be like, hey, so on Tuesday, Kalila, you were really saying some things, and I'm going to be like, yep.
Our listeners get 10% off their first month at betterhelp.com/belly. That's betterhelp.com/belly.
I know you guys you're incredible at that. You guys are incredible at just going right for the sweating off the bat.
Yeah.
Off the bat. Remember when podcasts were chill? Remember when it wasn't emotional MMA?
Yeah, I mean, but it's fun.
It is.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun, and I like being confrontational a little bit, but it's just out of love,
I think it's healing. I mean, to be able to be of service to other people and get paid to be relentlessly honest, it's pretty fucking cool.
Yeah.
It's like you hack the system in a way.
On the road, were you doing any clubs or just theaters?
I was doing clubs in the beginning of the pandemic because it was things were at half capacity, weren't open. So I did, but after that, I did the theater tour.
Yeah, and you like that?
I prefer clubs. Like I love doing clubs because I like to do 2 shows a night, and theaters I don't like adding 2 theater because of the meet and greets after, just too late.
Oh,
I don't like I like clubs because you get to do one set and be like, that didn't go well. I want to do this again like right now.
Yeah.
Like I think that's where you get better. But I think clubs, there's a certain game you have to play where you're like, I have to prove that I can sell out clubs, and I know that's part of the thing.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I've proved that I can sell out theaters.
Oh, sell out theater.
Even though I would rather do
Cobb's
and Comedy Works.
Yeah. I for some reason I'm getting pushed to do theaters, but I just don't.
It's less money. I mean, it is less money.
Theaters is.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So you don't have the food, the drinks,
It's the production value. It's a bit.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. So
I mean, depending on I'm not willing to charge more than $60, $70 for tickets. I just ethically, I just won't do it.
yeah, at clubs I can do less ticket prices. I 40 is I think the most I charge, and then but I like just the interaction of people, right?
Yeah.
And also it gives room for people to bring people that don't know you. Mm-hmm. Right? Oh yeah, I'm just gonna go here, and it's like clubs are more a casual affair for people. You know what I mean?
I love. I'm saying this as I'm saying this. I love clubs until 20 minutes into your set they drop the check, and I'm like, why the fuck am I listening to people be like, who got the salmon? Like, I'm like, why am I
at the store? Okay, at the Comedy Store, right? And I forget to fucking even tell the fucking waitresses, right? But every time I'm about to tell a punchline, you have some person stand in front of the fucking OR, right? Mm-hmm. And I say the punchline, and you have to admit this, it gets 80% less of a volume in terms of laughter.
80%?
Like 80%. It's like,
there was a Pew research. Can you pull up the Pew?
No, I have a.
Was that a Mayo Clinic?
No, I've been doing it enough to know. It happened last night. Right, once it goes, and I'm about to say the punchline, I go, uh-oh.
This is my favorite when people make up fake statistics and then they deliberate. They're like, it's like the audience laughter goes down like 70, 80%. What fake math did you do in your head?
Yeah. All right, I exaggerate.
That's
50%.
true. No, that's true.
Yeah,
and I think that's part of becoming a better comic. Like you see people that just go straight from like YouTube fame and they go straight to a theater and they're just shoveling shit down their gullet. And you're like, oh yeah, it's because they've never had to compete with 5 checks dropping at the same time and people looking at their bill. Like
as an audience member my whole life, it really does fuck up the moment for me. Because I cannot drown out stimulus around me. So if someone is deliberating, they're arguing about a check next to me, it really fucks up my experience.
All I can think about.
Yeah.
It's all I can
hear.
Think about. I was just in Austin, and Rogan and I went to go see Christina Pazitsky at one of the venues there. It's called Creek in the Cave, and she was just like working on new stuff. And it was the first time I've sat and watched comedy in a comedy venue and not gone up, I probably couldn't even tell you when, 15 years, 20 years?
Yeah.
And I'm not sitting in the back as a comic. And we were just sitting, just watching her,
She's the best.
Yeah, she's a friend. I was just wanting to go see her. And I was like the substitute. I was like, hey, like people are opening their Werther's originals. They're talking to each other. They're texting. They're taking videos. They've got fidget spinners. Like I'm like, hey, Susie, can you watch? I'm going out in the lobby. I hear music. People's phones are going off. I was like, excuse me. Like I was a monster because I was like, she probably didn't notice any of it, but I was so just protective of just being like, I cannot believe all the fucking rigmarole that goes on while comedians are on stage. I would rather just be delusional and not know.
Yeah, I find Joe to be very sweet lately.
Joe's very Joe is a
He kissed me on the cheek and maybe gave me a bruise. The kiss was so fucking you know what I mean? What?
Oh, my zipper. Thanks, George.
Single, easy, Tiger. Should we call it?
How no when